Welcome back, guys, to my YouTube channel. Today I'll be finally showcasing the deck that I actually got second place out of 200 I think 30 people in an online competition. It's also a deck that I've been doing very well in physical real life competitions as well, but it's also a deck that I've been playing for the longest time. I've actually had several iterations of Noctowl Armarouge, even back then before rotation when the Vs were in play. I used to play with Entei V, Terabox V, instead of your Wellspring Ogerpon, right? So, but in this case, it's a very different iteration. We're actually playing it with the Terra Pokemons, obviously, so that we can enable Noctowls and the Glass Trumpets. Well, even for this iteration in the past, I've actually came up with a list that was pretty decent as well, but it was facing several issues. One of them was the issue of item lock. It was also the issue of searching out Luminous Energy, which obviously now is your Hildas and your Chorus Tenacity. They can search out for any energy card you want. Basically helps a lot with searching out your Luminous Energies, right? But obviously, I think if you want to play a Luminous Energy Armarouge deck, then it's probably better to play Ho-Oh Armarouge, right? But Ho-Oh Armarouge as well has its own deficiencies in terms of consistency and price liabilities as well. So upon further research and tweaking the existing Noctowl Armarouge deck, this is the list that I came up with, and I actually think this is the best Armarouge variant in the format right now. And please allow me to explain why. You must be finding it very odd that we're not playing a single Luminous Energy, and in fact we're actually playing Water Energy instead. And it's not even one Water Energy, we're playing two Water Energy, which is insane. Now the reason being is because we're also playing two Crispins alongside our 4 Glass Trumpets and your Crystal, right? So the reason behind it is because obviously when you play against decks that item lock you, like Dragapult and maybe even Gardevoirs, you do not want to be utilizing a single item card and still being able to knock out one, if not two Pokemons, right? So obviously you can do that with probably like a Fan Rotom, in terms of knocking out your Bedews, which is not too bad. But obviously if you're able to knock out two Pokemons, that would be absolutely great, especially when you play against Dragapult when they don't play candies. What you want to do is you want to snipe them twice and then probably use Regigigas late game, because we're not playing any Luminous Energy, so hence Clefairy is not going to be effective in this deck, right? So the reason why we play two Crispins and two Water Energy cards obviously is to ensure consistency in terms of dealing with situations where either one Crispin or one Water Energy is priced, in which case then it'll be really difficult for you to take the first two prizes or to snipe your Routes or your Charmanders or your Drippies, right? But on top of that, the reason why we're playing two Crispins and two Water Energy cards, also the fact that we want to do it 2 times in a row. We want to be doing it 2 turns in a row. Obviously, if you're able to search out 2 Noctowls, you want to be using Crispins in back-to-back turns. Obviously, if you're able to attach an energy card to your Wellspring Ogerpon in turn 1 and being able to, Noctowl into searching for a Crispin and a Crystal turn 2 would be absolutely insane. Absolutely insane in terms of knocking out your opponent's active Pokemon and one of his bench Pokemon. It's also not too bad if you're able to get a... Well, I wouldn't say not too bad. It would be absolutely ideal if you can get a second Noctowl as well, in which case you can then search for another Crispin and then take another 2 prizes again, in which you would then be going up 4-0, right? And once you go up 4-0, chances are you're going to win the game, but obviously you have your Regigigas to finish things off, right? But of course, you cannot solely rely on your Wellspring Ogerpon. Despite the fact that we're playing 2 Wellspring Ogerpon, 2 Crispins and 2 Water Energy cards, you can't be completely relying on your Wellspring Ogerpon as well. We have to have 1 Terapagos, which is mainly for your Raging Bolt and maybe even your Joltik Box matchups. In that case, it would be a little bit tricky because you don't really want to be sniping anyone. And you also wouldn't want your Wellspring Ogerpon to be coming out because your your opponent's Iron Hands is just going to be taking 3 prizes, right? So what we usually want to do in that matchup is you want to start with a Terapagos. You'll be going first anyway, so you want to start with Terapagos. Hopefully then you want to be stretching out your bench and then gusting out the opponent's Iron Hands and taking the first 2 prizes, 1 and 2, basically erasing all energy cards in play by your opponent, right? And then you will probably have to use Joltik again. So yeah, so the idea here is to go 2-2-2 when you play against your Dragapults, your Gardevoirs, and your Charizards. Against Charizard and Dragapult would be a bit easier. So what you want to do is you want to use Wellspring Ogerpon twice and then Regigigas for the final blow. And in any event, the opponents were able to make a comeback. And maybe even in the Gardevoir matchup, that's where your Reshiram EX would be absolutely essential, right? Obviously, the Latias is here for you to pivot out your Pokemon, but we also play one Air Balloon, mainly for your Armarouge and your, in certain scenarios, your Noctowls, and maybe even Ho-Oh EX if you were to start with Ho-Oh EX, right? So the Air Balloon is essential, but the reason why we're also playing Air Balloon instead of like maybe a Switch is because it is usable in the event your item locked. So there'll be many scenarios where your item locked, and if you're able to Noctowl, you can actually pivot out a active Pokemon through Air Balloon, because you probably can't be Nest Balling for a Latias EX the following turn as well because your item locked, right? So in that case, it's absolutely great. The Chi-Yu obviously is for the Goldengo, and maybe even the Raging Bolt matchup, which is not too bad. And obviously you need to have your Mew and Fez for your draw engines, right? The Ho-Oh EX obviously is a luxury card. We're already playing 4 Trumpets and 2 Crispins, but I do think it's pretty good still to have your Ho-Oh EX as a backup plan. One Stretcher obviously is not ideal. You want to have 2. The reason why we're playing 1 Poffin is because we want to search out a Charcadet and a Hoothoot whenever we have the chance to. If you actually start your hand with a Poffin, it's absolutely great. You will want to search for a Charcadet and a Fan Rotom, right? Any inclusions in this deck? Probably a Ursaluna EX, maybe even a Cornerstone Ogerpon to tackle your Joltik and your Goldengo matchups, maybe even Zoro. So that card will be great as well, and obviously it's a Terra Pokemon, right? And Gouging Fire is not too bad as well to one-shot Ursaluna, because oftentimes when you play against Pult, for example, you'll be, instead of going 2-2-2-2, you'll be going 2-2 and then an Ursa comes out, he knocks out your Wellspring Ogerpon, then you'll be sometimes stuck. You probably will have to boss, or usually what I'll do is I'll probably just swap the Ursaluna first and then probably use Terapagos to knock him out the following turn, or maybe a Reshiram in fact. Oh no, maybe even the Mew EX. Yeah, so what you'll do is you'll swap for 20 and Mew EX for 240, but you never know if a Monkey Dory comes into play. So in that case, Gouging Fire one-shots the guy, right? But this is the deck. I do think this is probably the optimum list. I will be taking this to whatever major competitions that I'll be going next. It's actually pretty comfortable. I do think it is slightly stronger than your generic vanilla Terabox deck. I also do think it's stronger than your basic Flareon box deck as well, the EV box deck. So do give it a try. It's very flexible in terms of sniping, dealing big damage, and not overly relying on Crispins as well, because you have your Trumpets and your Armarouge to move your energies around, things like that, right? So do give this deck a try. I do think it's strong. I do actually think it's a lot stronger than your Ho-Oh Armarouge as well. So let's just tune into a couple of gameplays and just see how it goes. Just see whether we have Crispins. Gigas is around. Iono is needed. 1 boss, 2 Crispins. Don't think we really need Crispins in this matchup. Now the thing is, do I want to switch out? I don't think so, right? Because I think he needs to get a... Yeah, I don't bench the Terapagos just yet. Should be rather difficult for this Raging Bolt to snipe either my Charcadet or my Hoothoot, right? I think. I hope. So I think the following turn, if Fan Rotom survives, we need to find a way to knock out and take 2 prizes. That is like a super must, right? He obviously has a Squawk in his hand. Oh no. So he's probably going to retreat and use Raging Bolt to kill me, which is absolutely fine, right? I think if he indeed uses Raging Bolt to kill me, it's going to be difficult to return kill, right? Unless I use Mew? Not really. I Chi-Yu the Ogerpon is another way. Yeah, if he has an energy switch, then it'll be a bit tough, but I doubt he has an energy switch, right? They do play one. And the Briar is going to be tough too. Yeah, it's probably going to retreat. It's going to draw him. Yeah, it's going to get a Mew. Yep. Which is good. It's at least an easier target for us to kill. To boss kill, right? Yeah, in the Owless Raging Bolt matchup, I think the Ogerpon's not that essential. So yeah, you can take me out here. It's completely fine. I think the question is, do we want to boss for the Mew? Yeah, we can't be one-shotting the Raging Bolt just yet, right? We don't play Gouging Fire. I think Area 0 is good. I think we probably get a Fez, a Nest Ball. I think a Nest Ball plus. Do you know what? I think maybe, in fact, we might even want to get 2 Nest Balls, right? Yeah. Wait, we have a Fez, right? Do you want to get a Ho-Oh or a Chi-Yu? Not too sure. I think we definitely get a Fez. I think we definitely get a Chi-Yu as well. And let's Fez. I think it's a bit difficult for us to fill up the bench. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Might not be able to bench enough. Ultra Ball Crystal, maybe? Or Nest Ball, yeah. Just gonna fill up the bench as much as I can. Knock out this Raging Bolt. I'm gonna keep the boss. I think that's what we need to do here, actually. Keep the boss. Do I want a Nest Ball for Ho-Oh? Maybe, right? But then I'll be depleted of balls. No, I still have quite a number, actually. So I think it's fine. I think I'm just gonna Trumpet. You here and you probably here. Trumpet one more time. Just because we're going to research anyway, right? So let's just restart before we research. We just need one more bench Pokemon. Yeah, I think it'd be you. Only because we're going to keep a Terra Pokemon alive once Terapagos dies, right? Probably you right here. One thing that I don't really like here is I don't have a bench Hoothoot. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't think I might have not needed the bench Ogerpon there. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. Probably would have been a bench of a Hoothoot just because you can bench the Water Pond the following turn, but if you were to disrupt our hand, then it's a bit tough to get a Water Pond. But I think it's easy to get out of Water Pond with Mew and Fez. And he's gonna Iono you into 4 or judge you into 4, right? So yeah, probably the better choice there was to bench the Hoothoot. But yeah, regardless, I think the Baby Bolt's not gonna do much. Yeah, I think it's pretty stuck. It's pretty stuck. Ideally, we will want a boss here, actually, to be honest. But yeah, it doesn't look like we can get the boss. We're just gonna be taking another single prize here. But I guess it's fine, right? Yeah, so this is not too bad. We're gonna discard you. Do I discard the Chiyu actually? I don't think I need the Chi. But yeah, but a lot of fire energies are there. I actually think I discard the Ho and maybe the... I think the Water Pond. Yep. Don't know if it's the right choice, to be honest. Yeah, we can't bench the Ho as well. The Hoothoot, I mean. So that's a bit tough, but we want to keep the fire energies in play. Just because we can do stuff, right? So I think it's obviously going to use the Baby Bolt here. Maybe even going to hit my Armarouge. Which is... yeah, I don't think it's an issue actually, because... he definitely wouldn't be aiming the Armarouge the following turn, right? Can he use Grass Pond and knock out Terapagos here? 5 energies, that's 150 plus 30 is 180, that's not enough. The good thing is, I think we do have quite a number of Area Zeros left. I didn't really deck check that well. But yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, it's going to be using the Raging Bolt to knock out my Armarouge. No, it's going to knock out Chiyu. Right, it's going to knock out Chiyu. Ooh, then that would be tough actually. Then they're actually in the lead. Yeah, because I'm only going to be taking 3 prizes here, so they're in the lead actually. Great. The Area Zero here is great. Fantastic. Just gonna hand attach to probably the... I'm just gonna Ultra Ball away. Don't really need any of these cards. We get a Reshiram ready just in case. Yeah, let's just see whether we can get a boss. Maybe even an Iono is not too bad. Got the boss. So obviously we're gonna kill Fez. He's probably going to be knocking out my Armarouge here, actually, to be honest. Which is fine, right? I'm just going to hand attach to Reshiram and Iono. Poffin Iono? Yeah. That's the plan. Unless he can somehow use Briar to take 3. He's going to take 1 plus 3. Well, I'm just going to take 1. But I do think that's unlikely. That's unlikely. So the plan is if he somehow knocks out my... Not somehow. Actually, in fact, if he indeed knocks out my Armarouge, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm just going to hand attach to Reshiram, Poffin for another Charcadet, and Iono. He's jacking up the energies on the Raging Bolt anyway. If he doesn't stretcher back the Fez or ready up another Raging Bull EX, then I think it's not an issue. To Iono him after he knocks out our Armarouge, I do think he'll be pretty stuck. Yeah. Clearly he's going to knock out the Armarouge. Okay, yeah, he knows himself. It's just not too bad. Is he knocking out someone else here? That's a retrieval, okay. Yeah, I don't think he can be briaring me anytime soon. He's obviously going to use Armarouge. I mean, he's going to aim Armarouge, yeah. Which is fine. And the only reason why I say that is because we can actually draw more cards. If I'm not mistaken, one boss is in the prize, right? We got the Chucky down. I don't think I have boss, you know. Should we just check it out? Yep, I don't. Do I want to be using Trumpet here? Do I want to be using Iono is another question, right? I don't think he kills me in any situation here, actually. Let's just get some fodder cards out the way. I think I stretcher back Armarouge. Do I need to Iono? Here's the question, to be honest. I don't think so, right? He can't be knocking me out with a Briar on anyone, I think. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna knock him out. I don't need the... I don't need to Iono him, I don't think. He's used up his energy switch, which I think he only plays one. And... so the key person that needs to be alive is Reshiram. Yeah, even if Charcadet dies, it's fine. I don't think they play more than one energy switch, which they've already used. So they can't be using Briar here anyway, I think. Because at most he's only going to be doing 180 to Terapagos, right? And to Reshiram as well. And only 120 to anybody else. So he's not going to be taking 3 prizes no matter what, I don't think. It's just grass energy, right? Yeah, I don't see a way here. And it's crazy, our last prize is the boss. But yeah, regardless of whoever comes out, even if the Ursa Luna comes out, we're able to knock him out. So it's fine, I think. So the game should be in the bag. Unless he disrupts us, which I don't think is possible. But even if he does, it's fine. So he got the Raging Bull out, but is he gonna get his Professor Seda? I don't think so, right? Either way, if he kills Terapagos with Raging Bolt, Reshiram is just going to one-shot him. Yeah. He has yet to use his ace back. Might be an unfair stamp or something, but... yeah, I think his best way here is if he can Prime Catcher on the Raging Bolt, then something might be up. I think I can throw the Waterpon now, right? Because if he knocks out Terapagos, yeah. I wouldn't be needing Wellspring anytime soon. I don't think I'll be needing Latias as well. Wow, very tricky actually. I think the Jamming Tower was very, very tricky. If he Prime Catches from a Reshiram here, then we are in a difficult situation. If we did not discard the right Pokemons, right? But he's not using Prime. So yeah, we're just gonna Reshiram him here. Yep. I think he did what he could. Obviously, if he was able to aim the Reshiram, then that would be great. But I still think I will win. I mean, for good measure, let's just see what we fez into, right? Yeah. I mean, either way, he would have lost, so... but GG. Good thing about this deck is that we always want to go first, which is good because a lot of decks right now in the current meta wants to go second, right? Beautiful hand, but unfortunately, it's a mulligan. So the priority here obviously is to get out Fan Rotom, and if you don't have any other balls or a Terapagos in play, we switch off for the Ditto, but obviously we're only playing one Ditto, so that might be a problem, but yep. Oh, this might be in fact a better hand. I think I saw view first. Do we need the Ditto here? Not really, right? Yeah. Nest Ball Fan Rotom. Unfortunately, we can't get the Charcadet out. Oh. It's quite impossible that he kills me this turn, right? So I think that's fine. He might take multiple prizes the following turn if he can get 2 Charcadets down. But I do think that is very unlikely. Do we throw the energy in play or do we throw the Ditto? I think we throw the energy in play. Just so we can Glass Trumpet later on in the game. Don't want to get the Water Energy card because we want to use it for Crispin in later on in the game. Let's just see what we have. 1 boss, 2 Crispins in play. Crystal, yep. The reason why we don't take the Water Energy is because then we are unable to use our Crispin, right? Not really the best hand in the world, but the most important thing, of course, is to snipe the Charcadet. If any comes into play, right? What do we Noctowl for? So we can Noctowl for Crispin plus... let me see. Crispin. It's gonna get Squawk, right? Crispin plus... we don't even need to use the Crispin, to be honest. So we can actually get maybe a research. But we have to research with Armarouge, which is not the best thing in the world. The reason why I say we don't need a Crispin is only because we have an energy card and we're gonna crystal the Wellspring Ogerpon, right? Yep. So he got the Charcadet down. I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna try and get 2 Charcadets down. Oh, that's painful. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We do have the research actually, so it's not too bad. He has yet to squawk. So I think the chances of him getting a Charcadet, another Charcadet out should be quite high. Yeah, it should be relatively high. The question is, who do we Nest Ball for? I think clearly we're gonna be... Yep, that's pretty good. So I think we're gonna Nest Ball for a... Oh, and we did draw the crystal. We can just stretcher back the energy card since we're going to be discarding it anyway. Or do I want to be... Yeah, I don't really need to boss. Do I need to boss actually? I don't think I need to be bossing here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just put 6 down. Do I need to boss? He's going to be sobbing me anyway the following turn, so I can take 3 prizes then, which is nice. Yeah, I think I'll boss only because if I do 100 here and the Wellspring sobs me, I can't be doing 120 to the Iron Hands and knocking him out, right? He wouldn't be knocked out. So by doing this, I think the downside is of course not being able to use your research early and get out your resources, but by doing this, when the Wellspring Ogerpon sobs me the following turn, I can at the very least knock out the Squawk on the bench if I'm able to draw into the energy cards, right? Which I should be able to, because I'm just going to hand attach to Wellspring Ogerpon. I think all I need is a... Oh, but I did give them a Motivate angle. But I don't think they'll be leaving the Squawk at the active spot, right? Because if he does, I'm just going to snipe him and the bench Charcadet. He should be in loads of trouble if that happens. So yeah, it's probably going to get... Oh, he's not going to get 2 Charcadets, okay. Or there is a possibility that he only plays 2, or he plays maybe 3, but the other one is benched. It's also possible. Yeah, so by doing this, I think clearly he's not going to leave the Squawk at the active spot for a Motivate angle. So he's obviously going to probably retreat and saw. Now, I think that begs the question of who I want to be sniping if I'm able to snipe. Oh, the bundle there. Oh. Do I put out another Ogerpon or do I put out Noctowl only just so I can retreat him, right? Yeah, I think I put out Noctowl because I can retreat him, but I do think this is a bit questionable. It's not enough energy cards in discard pile for me to trumpet anyway, so I'm just gonna put out Noctowl only because he's gonna sob me. I'm just gonna evolve the Hoothoot, sorry. I'm just gonna evolve the Hoothoot into a Noctowl, hopefully, and retreat him. I think an Ultra Ball would more or less should be able to guarantee me a survival here. I mean, a retreat. Yeah, I need to evolve this Noctowl no matter what. But I think the question is, if I have 1 Ultra Ball, what do I do? Yeah, unfortunately, 1 Trumpet going down the drain. Did get it. Yeah, I don't think I need the Gigas or the Area 0. Would I need the Gigas actually? I think I can throw a Fire Energy card here. So I'll get an Owl. I can get an Air Balloon. But I desperately need an Armarouge actually, so... Ultra Ball... Trumpet? Ultra Ball... Trumpet and an Ultra Ball for another Noctowl. Oh, it's tough actually. I can actually get... Yeah, I definitely need an Armarouge. Yeah, I think I get these first. So Ultra Ball you and probably you away. Or maybe you. Yeah. And I evolve you just so I can get another Ultra Ball. And yeah, I don't need another Glass Trumpet here, right? So I'm just going to get a Nest Ball for Mew. And an Ultra Ball for Armarouge. Yep. I don't need 3 energy cards here, so problem is my Crispins and Researchers are gone, which is a problem. And I'm not necessarily taking... Wait, only 1 Crispin is gone, right? Yeah. And I'm not necessarily taking a huge lead anyway. Unless I aim for the Squawk, which I don't think I will. But yeah, a Sop angle is probably coming here. Do I get another Hoothoot out just so I can get another Noctowl? No, I don't have Noctowl. Surprised. Very close from using Fez instead, but I think it's fine. So we're just gonna retreat and move the singular energy to Fan Rotom. I can't afford to kill Squawk because Iron Hands will obviously kill me for 3 prizes. So even if I were to take 3 prizes, Iron Hands would just counter another 3 prizes and a Legacy in play. So that would be very painful. So I'll just do this for the time being. And I think I can be sobbing him as well. Yeah, I can be sobbing him, and then I'll just have to try my best to have as many energy cards as possible to knock him out for another sob angle. Yeah, I need to sob again this turn, which might be a bit difficult, but probably quite doable actually. He is going to snipe me. He can't snipe the Armarouge unless he's able to boss me, which is quite possible actually. Oh, he's going to be swinging me here, healing the Squawk and whatnot, which is interesting. But yeah, we don't have any energy cards here, which is a bit tough. Might not have made the right decision here with this play by bench locking myself. Oh, singular trumpet is enough to snipe again. I think the question is now, who do I want to be sniping, right? I think obviously we're gonna snipe. Oh, we're gonna snipe. Yeah, I think we're gonna snipe the Charcadet again, obviously. Yeah, the good thing is here we can actually kill. Can actually kill the let's see, kill the Ho-Oh, because he can't be retreating the Ho-Oh here, right? Because he's unable to attack unless he sobs me, of course. But if he sobs me, I can just smack the Ho-Oh for... Yeah, I definitely can be smacking the Ho-Oh here because I'll be... Yeah. So I think I might opt for... We do have an energy issue here, actually. Yeah, I think the question is also who do I Crispin to, right? At the moment, nobody knocks out Ho-Oh except Mew. So I might have to Fez first. Ooh. So we have our very own Ho-Oh, which is gonna absolutely help us here. I do think the right play is to snipe with Fez, probably. I don't really know, man. This is pretty tough. Do we attach an energy card on? Wait a minute. I think I just... Yeah, I think I won the game here actually. I didn't really see this. Oh, but I can't retreat. I retreated for the Fez. That was a mistake. I should have retreated for the Wellspring Ogerpon, Crispin to the Wellspring Ogerpon, and snipe Ho-Oh and Charcadet for 3 prizes. That was obviously a mistake, but I still do think it's not too bad. I have this angle here. Yeah, I could have ended the game there. Definitely could have ended the game. But, so I think what happens here is that he will... If he sobs me, I'm just going to Fez Cruel Arrow angle on Ho-Oh. And if he doesn't sob me, then I'm just going to kill Ho-Oh with whoever I have, right? Yeah, I'm just going to snipe the Ho-Oh with... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty dangerous. If he has a, for example, like an Ursaluna here, then we're a bit caught up in a pickle. But yeah, it doesn't look like he has anything. But yeah, it was very dangerous because if he has an Ursaluna, he knocks out my Fez. I need to draw into energy cards, and it's a bit difficult because Fez is dead as well. So that was a mistake. Obviously, we should have ended with a Wellspring Ogerpon snipe on both Ho-Oh and Charcadet. I could have done so because of my very own Ho-Oh that I drew into. I could have charged up 2 Fire Energies there, Crispin to the Wellspring Ogerpon, and just snipe for game earlier, right? But yeah, that was a mistake. But I think right now, obviously he's stuck. Because if he retreats and sobs me, he's screwed. And if he doesn't, then yeah, if he does... Oh, wait a minute. If he can charge up... I think no way he charges up... yeah, there's no way he charges up another 4 more energy cards in retreat and heals up the bench Ho-Oh, right? If he does that, it's quite impressive, but highly doubt so. Highly doubt so. So should be game. If he retreat and sobs me, he's screwed. And if he attacks me, he is also screwed because I can just retreat for... Do I kill him with Wellspring Ogerpon? Yeah, I hit him for weakness. So I think either way he's screwed. But like I said, if he plays an Blood Moon Ursaluna, then we're caught up in a tough situation. So I think we were quite lucky there. Quite lucky. Yep. Yeah, I think we were quite lucky in that sense. So yeah, we're just gonna Wellspring for weakness. And knock him out. Even a Mew should be able to be sufficient, but yeah, Wellspring hits for weakness, and we should be able to knock him out here. So a slight misplay, but still managed to earn the win either way. So I think obviously we can see which is which is the strongest Armarouge, the stronger Armarouge deck, right? Probably. But I think, of course, it's a battle of who goes first. But I just feel that, I mean, even if in a matchup between Noctowl Armarouge and Ho-Oh Armarouge, obviously the battle is to see who snipes the bench Charcadet first. And of course it's a battle of who goes first, who goes second, but I still think that Noctowl Armarouge enables you to have more consistency in terms of sniping turn 2. Oop. I'd say it's a bad hand. Obviously, you're able to Ditto out with Can switch out a Ditto, Fan Call a Ditto, Air Balloon to the Ditto for a Wellspring Ogerpon, or you can also Ultra Ball for the Ditto as well, but not really, right? I don't think so. Thinking right down Ultra Ball for a Charcadet. But do I want to be throwing my bosses away though? Oh, who the hell is this? Don't know if it's a Dragapult deck. Just gonna do this. Only because I have decided to Ultra Ball away a Area Zero. Wait, maybe not. 2 trumpets? That'd be insane, right? Maybe a research. I mean, I don't even know what's here, man. To Dragapult, in which we should have absolutely gotten a Wellspring Ogerpon. Yeah. Wellspring was supposed to be there, man. Damn. But who knows? I might get another owl, right? Maybe I should have kept the research as well. Beautiful hand, I'd say. Yeah, we can't use the boss as well because of, yeah. Tough, but I'm just gonna Crispin and... I can actually just use him to knock him out, right? Do I research this hand away? I can actually boss now itself. Wellspring. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Damn. So do I Crispin Crystal the following turn for 3 prizes? I don't really need 3 prizes anyway, right? But I think I'll still do it. Do I? Crispin Crystal just in case they Iono me, right? But in the meantime, I'm just gonna use Fan Rotom to kill all these Medews in the way. And then I'll snipe a little later on in the game. Yep, I think so far so good. Bench. In fact, I think I might be able to use a research here. Yeah, I don't really need to use a Crispin just yet. Unfortunately, we're giving up quite a number of trumpets. That's a problem, but that's definitely not ideal. No energy cards in there at all. Should I have gotten an Iono instead and kept the trumpet? Not too sure. Nest Ball, Charcadet. Do you know what? I might even Nest Ball 2 Charcadets. If he's smart, he might act... Oh. Okay. Give me a Noctowl, man. Come on. Can get a Noctowl here, actually. Double Nest Ball. Is that what we do? Ultra Ball away, Ditto, and whatever card I draw next. Double Nest Ball. Oh, but I can't Vessel then, but... thing's fine. He has to be retreating for one or the other, right? The thing is, if I Noctowl for a boss, the Ursa is just going to kill me the following turn. But yeah, I think it's fine if the Ursa kills me the following turn, just because he needs to prep. He needs 2 turns to prep. Well, he needs more than 2 turns, in fact, right? If he doesn't get another GP here, then he needs 3 turns, I think. Yeah. Oh, but I don't have an energy card. Oh, wait. No. I do have an energy card because he's not going to... Yeah. I think Boss Nest Ball. Do I take a Mew? Not too sure. Let's just see. But Boss is definitely one of the cards that I'm going to be getting out here. If I still have the Boss, of course. Oh. Okay, we're going to need a Latias here. Not a problem, I think. If we can Ultra Ball... I think I definitely throw the Ditto. Didn't really see my deck. Don't have a boss. Come on, man. Which is fine. So I'm going to get an Iono instead, right? Yeah. Nest Ball Iono. Oh, I need to get a Latias here, actually. Yeah. Or do I not? I don't think I needed the Latias there, right? It might have been a mistake. Ugh. Do I throw the... Oh my. Not taking a Charcadet again is risky because I'm just gonna be stalling here, actually, to be honest. If I can somehow get a Nest Ball or a Charcadet here, then voila. Ooh. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even need to swap, right? Because... Yeah, I think I misplayed here absolutely heavily. Oh my. If I were to get a Charcadet there instead, I can't do much as well. Did I misplay here? Did I need to Latias that turn? I don't think I needed to Latias that turn, right? I didn't need to retreat for the Terapagos, I think. Yeah, I think I just sobbed the following turn. If he doesn't get a new upper here, which he might, But if he doesn't, I just need to be sobbing him. But yeah, I've used up all my researchers and Ionos. Still one Nest Ball left. Well, if he gets the Bedew out, and yeah, there'll be trouble. Oh no, I should have sobbed. I should have sobbed. Oh my. Yeah, this deck suffers from Iono a lot, man. Oh wait, it's not taking the Bedew. But who's to say we're not going to get a... What do we even want to draw into, right? Just going to be sobbing him until the Monkey Dory gets an energy card. Then it's going to be a problem. A huge problem. But up until then, I guess we are fine. Desperately need the Charcadet here, man. Get me a Nest Ball, come on. 10 and a Latias, and probably the Fan Rotom, maybe. Yeah, Iono absolutely kills Teraboxes, man. Quite hard, actually. Including Armarouge box, of course. Too reliant on the Noctowls is not a good thing. Did get a stretcher. Do we have a Charcadet here? No, we don't. Wait, I can kill him with Terapagos. Do I do that? I think I continue. I'm just gonna continue sobbing. Only and unless the Monkey Dory comes out, then I'm just gonna use Terapagos and knock him out. But yeah, up until then, I'm just going to be sobbing this guy. If he blows me up here, I do have a decent chance of just waiting for the boss to win. Oh, this is a good Iono. We needed that Iono, man. Got the Nest Ball and also Trumpet. We have a couple of fire energy cards in here as well, so that's good. Most importantly, we got the Armarouge. I'm not too sure about the Nest Ball. Do we need the Nest Ball for anything? Yeah, I think we need to keep the Nest Ball actually. Obviously, you want to draw with Mew, but yeah. Alright, good. That's what we needed to see actually. So we're just gonna put an Area 0 Poffin Nest Ball. That's what we need. And Trumpet, so we're just gonna draw a shit ton this game. Oh, he decides to discard the Monkey Dory. That's a bit odd. But yeah, I don't think is there anyone else he can be discarding here actually. Not even a Latias, right? So that's good first. Monkey Dory is gone. The bench space is locked. Well, obviously, if I put Area 0 for him, it opens up everything. But it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So we'll do this. Buddy-Buddy Poffin for a singular Noctowl if we do have it. Sorry, Hoothoot if we do have it. Oh, do I want to have 2 Chocolates? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if Charcadet dies, that is the problem. Let's not be greedy with... Let's not be greedy with... by searching out a... like... a Reshiram, for example, right? We don't really need that. Yeah, I'm just going to retreat and knock you out. Okay, we got the Night Stretcher for Noctowl, if anything happens. And if we don't, then I think it's just too bad. If he, I mean, chances are it's going to be Ionoing us here. But we do have the Mew. Might counter catcher Iono knock out the Mew, which is also possible. But let's see. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of cards here actually. You can actually kill both Armarouges. Oh no, it's not. Is he going to Dusknoir anyone? That's the question. No. So I think we are in a rather good position here, right? I think we can just search out for a Gigas. I'm not sure if we have a Gigas. But I think either way we are sorted because we have a Night Stretcher for Noctowl anyway. Yeah. Just gonna boss. We don't even need anything actually, to be honest. But yeah, obviously we can stretcher back the Noctowl for something. But yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna boss. The Dusknoir. But let's just see whether we can actually kill the Dragapult here. Should we want to try and see? Oh, we just drew into the Gigas, man. So yeah, I mean obviously we can just boss for the kill, but let's just see whether we're able to pull out something. I bench. Wait, I think I just Noctowl first to see if we have an Ultra Ball. Then I'll just bench Gigas and knock out the Dragapult, right? I mean, obviously we have another way of winning. Of course, this is a form of BM, I think. But I think we just want to see whether we're able to knock out the active Dragapult in this scenario, right? If we can't, we just boss. But yeah. Do have the Armarouge and Regigigas. What? Can't be retreating this guy. Something's wrong. There's a bug in the game that I am able to fix. Let me just show you that. One way of fixing this bug is by using Armarouge's ability first. Did I just move it to... yeah. And then now I try and retreat. Since I've already used Armarouge's ability. Am I not able to do it? What the heck? What? I need to be able to use Mew, so I'm just going to boss. I'm so sorry. The opponent must be wondering what the hell am I doing. But this is to enable me to use Restart. If I can use Restart, I think I can retreat. Something like that, right? What the heck? I'm so sorry, man. I don't know what's going on here, but there we go. Can I restart him now? Yeah. I'm so sorry. You must be wondering what the hell is going on with this guy. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. I didn't mean to do this. The game got wonky, but Yep, I did not mean to do any of this. Voila! So sorry, man. Don't think I should be saying anything to him as well. Damn.